Welcome to Modern Homestead, Alaska. While we were out filming our final supply run of the year, stocking up on emergency essentials like propane, gas, and diesel, as well as making a trip to the Costco in Anchorage, Alaska. In the midst of filming, we were hit with a 6.0 earthquake just about 20 miles or so away from the homestead. Everything has changed in an instant, as it often does around here. We're still gathering those supplies we need, but we are now also dealing with water issues, having to check in on the off-grid cabin in Willow. And so we're going to start this video where the day began, filling propane, loading up the truck, and a little later we'll jump into exactly what happened with the earthquake and how we're dealing with it.
We're gonna go get some propane loaded up. We got the empty bottles in the truck, and we'll get some propane for the place here.
Our very first stop is actually going to be propane, and it is super foggy. The weather is not looking fantastic, but it is now 30 degrees, so they will actually pump the propane for us. When we were in negative temperatures last week, they won't get propane, and we are on our last can at the house. We cannot go any longer without filling these propane tanks. Of course, we're on a budget, so we're gonna do 3 this month, and hopefully we can fill the other 3 backups next month and kind of start getting ahead on trying to stay prepared for winter. They last us about a month, and so Aaron has run in to get someone.
Yeah, please.
Each tank is 100 pounds of propane, but it is 23 gallons. So don't ask me to understand that math whatsoever, but that is exactly what we just put in those 3 cans.
We just spent $275 in propane. Now we got to fill out for diesel and gas for the machines like the tractor and the snow machines and stuff.
We are also completely out of diesel and gas at the house, and so to run the tractor in order to clear the driveway and deal with everything that we do with the tractor, that's our way of getting to the cow, our way of doing all of the winter chores around there. It requires diesel, and the tractor is empty, and so were all of the diesel cans, and impending weather is on its way. So we have got to get this taken care of today. So our top priorities are gas and fuel, and then it's going to be animals. This is not even all of the tanks that we own. It's just what we budgeted to fill up this month. And hopefully, if the family keeps working together as a team, as we have been doing to do these supply runs this is the 3rd month, everyone has pitched in to make sure that the whole household has exactly what it needs. So Cody and Wyatt, Aaron and I are all paying equal parts of these supply runs. And now it is making it to where we are slowly building back up our supply. At one point in time, all of the propane tanks were full, all of these cans were kept full. When we'd use one, we would refill and all of that, and we're just rebuilding our homestead. just the diesel, $95. Ooh, athletic.
You're messing with, do you?
I don't know. Tell me about it. We're roughly $425 in of our entire month's budget of $2,000, and then we're gonna run this home really quick, and we have to head straight to the feed store to get some stuff for the cows because we still have little baby Honey. She is leaving. We have Peaches, who we are trying to pack some weight on her, so we are using some really high protein stuff. We'll take you to get that. And then the bull is still here, so he is about to leave. Our feed bill will go down at that point. However, they are the most important things on the list. We could eat beans and rice, so we're gonna make sure the animals get what they need. Erin's gonna unload all of this really quick, and I just have to run in the house and grab a couple of things, and then we are headed out to do stuff for the animals as well as Costco. We're gonna need some groceries for the family and several other things coming along in this video right now. Well, we were just here a month ago getting fence panels and everything in the last shopping haul video. However, we don't have the space or like a barn area that will hold all of the hay. Plus, we just haven't quite been able to afford a whole year's worth to stock up. So 1 month at a time, continuing to buy the feed and grain. But it is a great little place in Palmer, Alaska, and it's so beautiful here.
Coming around alfalfa hay and 16% dairy.
All right, we're gonna back it up. We have 8 and 8 going in, 8 dairy cow rations and 8 bales of alfalfa, but 2 bags of sweet treats for the cow. So, locked and loaded. We have one more stop, and this is a super special thing we've never showed here on the channel. We're gonna talk about it in just a second. So scratch Alaska Gear Company for today, but I will include it in this video at the end. I have to come during the regular week. They are not open on Saturdays and Sundays. So on our way to Anchorage, we're gonna swing back up here, hit a 3 Bears. We're gonna get some cob with molasses. We get feed from 2 different locations here in the state, and we're just giving the animals what they will actually eat. So 3 Bears is a local Alaska grocery store that sells everything from like hunting and sporting goods to animal care for farms and ranches, as well as they are the only ones carrying Alaska meats. And so that is pretty exciting. We only have 1 USDA processing place here in the state, and all the other meat that we get in Alaska is actually shipped up here. If you don't process it yourself, it is shipped up here, and it takes 2 and 3 weeks longer, and the meat is older than what you're getting in the lower 48. So we're gonna check out the new meat section, see what they have to offer, and go ahead and grab some cob, and then we're gonna head towards Costco in Anchorage after that. So I'm pretty excited to check out the meat section. Cob with molasses, $26.49 a 50-pound bag. They have the regular refrieds here. if Costco doesn't have them this time. Ooh. Prime for... Or finding some Prime, even though it's not Alaska. But Aaron smokes these on his smoker, and it is one of my favorite things. We use it the whole rest of the week for everything. Tacos, you can put it on like fried potatoes, but pulled pork is by far one of my favorites. And we can get them for about $30, which is pretty cheap for us, especially the prime cuts here. Aaron's favorite barbecue is being sold at $3 now. These are our two favorites, Holy Voodoo and Blanco. We're gonna go ahead, grab this one. Are we good on the Blanco? Are we good on the Voodoo? Okay. Aaron, this one doesn't, the honey, not so much, and he didn't love that one. I think I'm gonna grab a ham because they have them for $22. Right in that mark, and I can make some ham broth and some split pea soup for the winter. So I'm gonna grab this. Ooh, lobster tails, $146. Not today. We could do goose. It's only $101. Oh my God, no. Dude, he didn't even, he pretended he didn't even hear any of it. Oh, Wagyu beef? $75. Oh, king crab, 12.5 pound box, only $500. Sheesh. You would think, based on the fact they fish them up here, that it would be cheaper, and it is not cheaper. $500 for king crab. We sadly didn't find any Alaska meats. I know that they continue to work on that. They post about it when they get them in and all of that stuff. If you followed Blankenship Farms, which is where we get our big round bales of hay for the cow, he is now part of the farm group, and they are super working hard on getting those things here in Alaska. So any sort of support would help us out, those that live here. If you are interested in farming and ranching and the things that we're going through, just to produce our own milk and dairy, as well as beef and pork, chicken, all of those things. So go ahead and give them a follow. I'll leave them in the description box. Okay friends, if you're following the tally, because there's many of you that ask how much we paid or how much things cost up here, and you enjoy these videos for that purpose and reason, for the 2 pork and 1 ham, as well as 4 bags of grain, $195.16. And this, my friends, is why we are only shopping once a month for all of the animals and all of the people, because we could not do this on a weekly basis. So save up, do everything in one run, once a month. It'll work out great in the end. I'm a little bit panicked before we head to Costco, because we do have some actual food things on our list, but I am relieved because now in this part of the video, we have the animals taken care of, we have the propane, we have the gas, and we have the diesel stocked up. Therefore, we can move on to make sure that the people are fed. Welcome to the Fog Show. We are at the Costco Business Center. haven't been here in about 6 months. Aaron and I were just looking it up on the way here. So we thought, for anyone that has just joined the channel, Anchorage, Alaska actually has 5 Costco's. One of them is not open to the public. So we have 2 regular Costco's. We have a business center that we're headed into right now, and we have a showroom. We were the 2nd showroom in the world because I didn't know Costco is open in some other parts of the world. And what that is you can actually go in and try out all of the couches and the TVs and appliances and all of that stuff. The other one, there's one in Hawaii, I believe. But anyway, you order the stuff and then they deliver it to your house. So Costco is one of the biggest ways that Alaskans, especially in remote villages, places like that, can get supplies. So we are loaded with Costco's in Anchorage. So welcome to the business center. Hi, thanks. Right off the bat, the first thing you're gonna notice is this is for businesses, and it has insane things, but it doesn't have all of the clothes or the linens or those sort of things, but it does have linens and such for hotels. But look at this crazy Spanish Serrano, I think is how you say it, ham, $109. Aaron and I got one of these as a gift before. It's the saltiest thing we've ever tried in our entire life. We've never bought one since. When I see people carve them, I think, oh, that's super interesting. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, these are on sale. The butter pecan meltoys. They're $3 off, $9.89. Candy canes. Luxury chocolate boxes. Oh, I love those. Amazing. So some of the other things that this Costco has is, like I just said, because it's for businesses. Look at this. Commercial appliances. Oh, do they have the sugar-free ones? These are not good for you. However, the sugar-free ones, Aaron and I keep buying them, and Red Bull has a new flavor, and it is some sort of like apple ginger, right? They are so good. They're 2 for $6 at the grocery store, or they're 24 pack for $38.99, which at the end of the day, if we're going to keep buying them, this is going to save us money. So this Costco is not full. So they do have like the giant racks, but Costco's, you're used to seeing those. This one is like totally just wide open down the center. This actually used to be a Sam's Club. There is no more Sam's Club in Alaska. There is still Walmart Supercenter, all of that. But originally this was built for Sam's Club, and then Costco bought the building and turned it into this business center. I think I will grab some of these Car Balance tortillas for $8.39. Bagels. So here's the thing. At a regular Costco, they make you buy like 2 of them. And here, there's a lot of things. I'll show you like the coffee creamers and stuff where you can buy just 1 of something. So you can buy just 1 of whatever kind of bagel you want. So I'll grab Wyatt some bagels. So original and everything. Call it $3.50 each. And then they sell a ton of stuff that you could sell at like a little gas station or a bed and breakfast or whatever your business may be, like lots of individually wrapped things. And then like look, the Hostess 16 packs of donuts instead of just like a big bag of them. Oh, those look good. What's this? Ooh, 20 variety packs. Oh, those look good. Coffee cakes for $12.
So,
But is it how? It's only 6 of them for $13. I'm not buying that.
all right, moving on.
Our daughter loves different ramens, and yeah, a 6-pack for $13. We're not doing that. So, moving on. Or what? So he still has some cinnamon toast crunch at the house. I don't have very many cereals. I want to try these.
What?
They're these little hot chocolates.
No.
Do you think you're so funny?
I am fine. We don't need that.
We are gonna try these abuelas. It is the holidays and hot cocoa time. I want to try them. So, this is the stuff we have, but it's still not the hot cocoa I've been waiting and hoping they brought back.
Spice chat.
I grabbed some Velveeta last time. We opened only one, so I think we're good. $7.79. You guys have a good day. Get one of these. Looking other stuff. So we are gonna grab some chicken broth. This was on our list last month, and we didn't see it at that Costco. So $9.50 for 12. What is that?
Good stuff.
The good stuff. Erin loves these. I think I've shown this on the channel before. Vienna sausages, 18 cans for $12.
Go in the lunch pail real good.
They go in the lunch pail real good. So $16 for 4.5 pounds of the Toll House chocolate chips. Sometimes they have the Costco brand, but we have no backup of that headed into baking season. Look at the giant spices down there. This 5-6 pounds spices. We could actually, like at our house, we will go through this amount of red pepper flakes in one season. 2 of those. These are a convenience item. We can our own pinto beans, but I do buy lots of these. So $8.89 for 8 cans. It's way cheaper here. I just saw exactly. You guys, this is gonna be fun. There you go.
Chocolate dip cherries.
So I use maraschino cherries. So these are 128 ounces for $18. And believe it or not, let's see. Let's guess how many are in here. About 225 servings, which is 1 cherry. So 225 chocolate dipped cherries on the way. We're going to use an old-fashioned recipe for you, like make a fondant. You dip them in that. You then dip them in chocolate. It takes like 20 days for them to turn it into a juice, and it is so much better than any store-bought chocolate dipped cherry you have ever had in your entire life. And I think I'll take you guys along, and we're gonna do like a whole candy video, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm so happy that we found those maraschino cherries. I do have Rotel on the list, so grab 2 of these. $9 $6.50 for 8. So another white vinegar, $7.89 for the 2-pack. $26 for a 2-liter of avocado oil. So I haven't seen this here before. All-purpose large shortening. No artificial ingredients, gluten-free, yada yada yada. $62. So 50 pounds of lard for $62. We rendered our own and we have a ton of it, but we also have beef tallow here. What is the price on the beef tallow?
$50.
$50 for 14 pounds. Get a whole huge tote of it. So this is pretty cool. Down here they have whole, that's a whole goat, but you can do a grass-fed box of lamb. It's at $6.79 a pound. New Zealand ground lamb, $31.99. Look at this, bone-in lamb shoulder chop. Snow crab, $1.15. So we just saw those. I forgot what they were at Three Bears, but the lobster tails here are $113. At this time of the year, we run so much that I'm going to grab a couple of convenience items to throw in the freezer. One of these is the fried rice bowls. They are $15. Cody and I make a lot of our own rice bowls at home, but this is so nice to just throw in when we need it. 440 calories with 19 grams of protein. And then we always buy these mini wontons, the chicken and cilantro. This is on sale this week. So normally $9.79, $2.50 off, so $7.29. So normally I get those, chicken and vegetable, but the beef ones are on sale. So we'll give these a try. They're normally almost $14. They're almost $4 off, so they're about 10. And I think I'm gonna try these. There's a 6 packs of vegetable Japanese style stir-fried noodles with vegetables and savory sauce. We're gonna go ahead and get 5 pounds of sweet potatoes for $6.99, $7. $8 for 5, $8 for 5 avocados. We're gonna jump across the aisle and get our dogs their toothbrushes. We get these every month, $27.89. We'll pick up the ones I just threw on the floor. This might be a mistake. The persimmons are $11. I've never tried one. We don't normally have stuff like this in Alaska. They seem alright. Let's see. I'm gonna try it. Golden pineapples, $4.50 each. So the entire room we're walking into is refrigerated. And it has everything from your refrigerated produces to your lunch meats, your dairy products, your cheese, and all of your meats. So we're gonna start at one end and work our way to the next. $10 for 2.5 pounds of asparagus. That'll make a good dinner. I'm gonna get, Caleb loves goat cheese and we can use this for the holidays and the different get-together. So $7.79 and that is for 2. And then I like the Brie. $8.97. So the regular Costco, they have tons and tons of different kinds of cheeses, and they have a very limited selection here, but they have the mascarpone. This is fantastic. $22. This is something I don't know how to make from our cow yet. We're gonna make a bunch of different stuff with that. Pepper jack. I'm gonna do the extra sharp white. The sausage is almost $3 off. So just under $8. We're gonna grab a couple of these for $17 for, this is the low sodium. Oh, yep, it's the sugar-free bacon. We always get a pack of these. $18. Okay, they have these 12 5-ounce overnight oats for $1.97. I think Cody and Wyatt might actually like these, so I'm going to, for the price, grab a couple of them. I think instead of buying like Ritz and Club and all of those, because we don't go through that many crackers, I'm paying like $9 to $10, $12 a box. They have these, which I think would be good for the holidays. 2 original, 2 pepper, and 1 sesame. So because they're assorted, they are $8.50. We'll go with these. Oh my gosh, for your holiday table for $9.89, these butter toffee cashews. For your charcuterie board, for your meat and cheese trays as a little treat, you've got to get those. Those are one of my favorite Kirkland things of all time. They're not super healthy, but they are delicious. Well, these are cute. Stocking stuffer or like a Secret Santa or giveaway for $20. So that'd make them about $5 a piece. It is an actual glass coffee cup full of like cocoa and goodies, and then they're individually wrapped. And then the coffee cups have travel lids. So 4-gift travel mug set for $20. I might grab this. Erin has like a lot of things for work and different stuff, and if anything, I can also give them to like our little neighbors or whatever. But you cannot buy the coffee mug and all of that and wrap it yourself for less than $5 a cup. All right, we're done. Erin searched the meat section, couldn't find anything. You didn't even grab any more sausages, did you? No. Just couldn't find what we were looking for, but we're gonna get headed to the checkout. So $5.72 for the entire cart of food. I know I've mentioned this before, but it bears repeating. The average Alaskan spends $250 per person per week on food in Alaska, and our budget is $500 a person for the whole month. And that is not just our personal food, that is all of the supplies for our homestead. So the gas we've bought, the propane, everything we've done in this video, everything for Peaches, all of that combined is less than $500 a person for the whole month. So we're coming in at less than half for what the average Alaskan is actually spending. And by doing it all together as a group and bulk items, that is how our family is able to stock up and kind of do what we're doing and make these videos and rebuild our pantry. So we have a little bit left. We may go to Fred Meyer. We're still in the hunt for some meats. And then we are also gonna still hit that Alaska Gear Company. Well, here we are, our first stop of day 2 of the supply run. And what happened is yesterday, during the holiday, everything shut down. We got the 6.0 earthquake less than 30 miles from our house and our off-grid cabin. So now we're gonna have to run out there and check out that. But what happened this morning is it jostled our well in the groundwater so much so that sediment was just coming out of our pipes and stuff this morning. So one of the big things that we actually put off was buying filters because they are so expensive. We cannot put that off any longer. And instead of doing it next year, we've got to do it today in order to keep our well and everything running, because without water, we are totally screwed. So Ferguson's here on the Palmer-Wasilla Highway. They had 2 of the 4 filters that we need. There's someplace else we can try, so we've got to head to Palmer really quick. However, they did have the sediment filter, which is what is blocking everything up. It's obviously so full of sediment that we're getting like sand and stuff throughout the house. So we don't want that in the water heater. We don't want that in the pressure tank and all of the different areas. So we can at least do the sediment if we can't get the iron filter today, but we did get the carbon, and then we have one that goes under our sink point of contact, and that gets rid of the arsenic in our drinking water. Just those 2 filters alone were $250. So this is why we were kind of putting that off until after the holidays, but we have no choice now. Be really nice as we're starting to build these stocks and the different things up for emergency situations. If we continue to get earthquakes, if it's kind of waking something up and the ground is just shifting, we could end up going through filters quite rapidly. So it would be nice to have some backed up. However, we're looking at close to $500 each time in just backup filters. So we'll just do the best we can with what we have this month. Plus they didn't have any more. They just had those 2 for us. We'll just keep trucking along, and if all else fails, Aaron can try and pick some stuff up in Anchorage this week. Well, it's finally part of the video that I have been waiting on this entire time. We are gonna go in here and get the warmest boots that you have never heard of. They are a total Alaskan thing, and they have some brand new ones out. I'm gonna tell you all about them. Let's go in and get some. So these are bunny boots. They were originally created by the US military in the 1950s, and in 2024, Alaska Gear Company started making bunny boots again. And for me, I have one of the rarest allergies on earth. I'm actually allergic to the cold and I break out in hives, and we have tried every boot on the planet. Aaron bought me these last year as a birthday, Christmas gift sometime in December, and I can actually wear them without foot warmers in the extreme cold temperatures and make it through the day. Well, they put out a light version of them for everyday wearing that will be like a lot more easy and flexible, less cumbersome to wear around. And we're hoping that these will keep me, because when we're driving in the truck, I am getting hives on a regular basis. I am reacting to the cold. So we're hoping these boots will prevent that. So I'm gonna leave a shopping link for you if you are interested in the warmest boots on earth and taking it from someone who has actually worn them and been allergic to the cold. It is a fantastic, fantastic thing. They're in men's sizes, so they have a size chart that shows you. So I wear a women's 7.5, which is a men's size 6 boot. So we are going to get these as part of our emergency supplies shopping haul supply run, because if I continue to break out every single time we go someplace. It is just really, really miserable for me. Here are the new colors. So they have black now, they have tan, they have blue, and they have green. They are, however, sold out of the green. Oh, Erin, here's your stoves.
I looked at it. That's my chair, though.
Oh, I love it. They also, Alaska Gear Company originally started out with like bush planes, and so accessories. They even sell like the big tires and things like that, but they sell these little, they sell hot tents, and they sell the stoves that go in them, the sleds and stuff that you can pull behind your snow machines, just all sorts of really, really good outdoor gear like that, even before they started making the bunny boot. Is it cozy?
That's a camp chair right there.
Yeah?
Try it.
I'm wandering around barefoot waiting to see if they have boots at my size. Cozy! Look at us.
Okay, here's the black. Do you want an unboxing?
Sure, get it. Go ahead, girl.
Okay.
I've already got you. You go
Okay.
right on ahead.
So here we go. Here's the black. And what foot would you like?
The right, you pulled it out. That'll work.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. So it's about 10 inches from where your foot will be up to here. We recommend a tall sock so you don't get
Okay.
the rub. So
Okay.
here you go. Put that on. Oh, that one looks cute on you. Yeah. They're kind of fun. And you know, I think the black ones you wear with some leggings, you can wear with like a cute skirt.
I know.
You know?
Do you?
I wear mine with dresses.
They also call them Mickey Mouse boots.
Yeah.
Why?
From what I understand, and I could be wrong, but I know the bunny boots were white, Mickey Mouse because Mickey Mouse had black feet.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if they were the same warm. Here we go.
Perfect. I think I might just go with the blue because they're fun.
They're fun. They're very fun. It's quite nice. It's that tent right over there, and then they have a stove that will go with it. And I think the package is $1,800, but it's a kind of an entry level hot tent. Because that one is like a.
All right, so we got Erin a hat, me some everyday boots, and both of us got a wool pair of socks to try. Finding good warm socks is like half of the battle. And so instead of buying a whole bunch, we'll just try out a pair each and see how we do with those. Now we're going to head and see if we can get the other two water filters that we still need, as well as we've got to head to the off-grid cabin and see if it sustained any damage. But none of this stuff is open, so we had to run, get all this done during the daylight, and we're headed out now. Look at the mountains. The sun is turned pink. All right, so we're at someplace called Matsu. So we live in the Matsu Susitna borough called Matsu Water, and it's actually on the road towards our off-grid cabin. So we're going to try and get the other two water filters. You can buy water, 25 gallons, $17.50. Ooh, 42 cents a gallon for the 200 gallon club. Erin, how much was one filter?
$200.
$200. So now we are over $500 in filters. We're over $500 in filters, and guess what? They didn't have the arsenic filter for the point of contact under the sink either. So this is one of the crazy parts about Alaska, the water thing. Matsu Water, when we first lived in the dry cabin and our neighbors were gone, we would have to come here and pay that per gallon to fill up our water jugs and take them back home. And that's how the kids and I bathed and drank, and everything that we did for a couple of months was just these giant water jugs. In fact, we're stealing all of them from the cabin to fill up and just have them at the house, so that if we lose power, we have a backup water source, because our cow and our dogs and the people, you can't go without drinking water for very, very long. So we are going to fill up a few more backup water tanks just straight out of our regular well water as soon as we replace these filters. So it's kind of crazy. I never lived someplace where we had to do so much with the water. Let's go. Our first year here, the fuel tank actually tipped just from snow alone. And it's only in the 4 o'clock hour. I'm having to use a flashlight to have any light. And it's already dark, so welcome to Alaska in the wintertime. So we're just gonna take a quick look around the cabin and head in and make sure nothing fell or broke. But as of right now, the water tank is still, the fuel tank is up, so that's good. Snowed quite a bit, huh? What? I think that's dog prints, right? Yeah, those are paws. Look, he went for a walk. And nothing to see here, folks. Oh, handle this ice.
Huh?
Jeez, it's cold out here.
Good idea.
I don't see any damage. Nothing's knocked over, broken. We leave all these empty because they'll just freeze, but we're gonna take these, fill them up at the house, and if we're without power, another earthquake hits, because we've had several tremors since then, we will be able to just use these to get us by. And we have 4 more of these at the house. Hello. Erin is locking up really quick. I'm gonna run down, just check something by the water really quick and take a look at the cabin. The lighting's probably not great through the GoPro, but it's actually fine standing out here. But nonetheless, we are going to come back to the off-grid cabin and make a Christmas video, just Erin and I. We enjoyed our anniversary trip out here so much that we're actually coming back in December to do a little video. So make sure you're part of the channel and you won't miss that. It will take you around. We're gonna put up a tree and do a whole bunch of other really fun stuff and stay for a few days. So hit that subscribe button and then you won't miss it. But here is Willow Creek, right down here. Thank you for joining us on this multi-day adventure. We hope you enjoyed some time looking at what we do and kind of what we go through here on the homestead, as well as dealing with the off-grid cabin and other issues that might arise. We truly enjoy our time with you and making these videos, so we hope that you choose to join us in the future. And with that, I hope that you are blessed. I hope you have a fantastic week and holiday season ahead of you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.